morning, students. Let us get into our computer science part B, chapter 1, digital documentation. In the last classes, we have covered the first two topics of the digital documentation. Now we are going to see about create and use of templates. So what is a template? Template is a predefined model that you can use to create other documents. So it is a predefined model. So for example, uh, we can take the doctor's prescription form. So doctor's prescription form will be in a form of letter pad where the doctor's name will be written on the top with his designation and his clinic's address, a phone number, right? And there will be an empty space in between so that the doctor will be writing you the prescription for your sickness, and at the bottom you will be having a footer for the doctor's signature. So the empty space will be followed in the alternative pages or other pages, so in order to give different prescription for different patients. This is called as template. So once a single page will be designed, and it can be used for mentioning other documents also. Okay. So first topic is creating a template. How to create a template? First step is to open a new or existing document which you want to make it as a template. First thing is you have to open a new document which one you want to make as a template. Okay, so in it you have to add the content, whatever the content you needed. For let us take the doctor's prescription form itself. So the doctor's name have to be written on the top. So and the style, if the doctor's name wanted to be highlighted using bold or italic or underline, you can use different styles and the colors, etc. From the main menu of your page, you have to select the file, where in the first first topic itself seen the window, right? In it the first menu will be your file menu. In that you have to select file, and templates you have to select, and then click save. Okay, so that a dialog box will be open. What happens? A dialog box will be open. In that you have to type your name for in the new template field. There will be a box called, so see this will be displayed once you click the save button. So you have to type your name for your template. For example, doctor's prescription. So here we will be typing as doctor's prescription, and the categories you have to select. If it is an already existing or a new one, if you want to select, you have to select the categories and then click OK, so that your template will be created. Next topic is creating template using Wizard. So Wizard is a thing which is already created, which includes certain conditions. Okay, so file you have to select. In the file option there will be an option called Wizard, and under Wizard there are list of options: letter format or fax format or agenda, that is calendar format, okay, presentation format, web page format, document converter. All these are different formats which comes under Wizard. Okay, once you select that, you will be given with certain instructions, and then you have to follow. For example, if I'm selecting a mail merge Wizard, so first thing is you have to select your document and then select starting document, and that's for the starting document it will be asking the current document, or you want to create as a new document, or the existing document have to be start with this document, or from a start as a template. All these options will be asked. You need to select any options. So here I have select a current document. Okay, then you have to click the next page, so that a next option will be visible based on the type we select. So as I said, there are different types like letter, fax, agenda, and so on. So the type you select, based on it, the next options will be there. So finally have to click the finish option. Okay, setting a default template instance. Whenever you open a template, the say what you are creating, no, that template will be visible. It is set to be as the default template. Okay, default instance without any changes. Okay, here first thing is choose file, new, organize. So first thing you have to do is you have to select the file menu, and then new option you have to select. You have to select the new option, and in that you have to select organize. So a box called template management dialog box will be opened. In the box left, yes, folder containing template that you want to, which folder you want to select as a default will be contained. You have to select that template. And finally, next thing is you have to select the command button, which is finalized by the set as default drop down menu. Okay, a set as default drop down menu will be there. You have to select that. The next time when you create a document by choosing file, new, document, this template will be defaultly arises. Okay, so nothing, the file you have to select. In the file, new, organize instance. So whenever you are creating a template, this model you are creating, no, same thing will be displayed onto that. So for that, a box will be there, the for sorry in the template management dialog box, on the left corner you can see a small icon called select the folder template as a default one. So you have to select the template, and you have to select the command buttons and choose the default template option. Okay, next one is tables. So tables, you know what is a table? Table is a grid arrangement of rectangles or cells in a rows and column. It may be rectangle or it may be a square. So there will be rows as well as column. Okay, so that is together called as tables. So cell is a thing which intersection point between a row and a column. A row is the horizontal one, and vertical lines are said to be as the column. So first thing is inserting a table. How to insert a table into your worksheet or your document? So first thing you have to do is you have to place your cursor where you want to apply the table. The next thing is you have to select the table option or table menu. In the table menu you have to select the insert option, and finally table option have to be selected. So here the insert table dialog box will be displayed. What dialog box? Insert table dialog box will be displayed, and then you have to enter the number of rows and columns for the table in the number of columns and number of rows box. Have to select number of tables. So see this table will be displayed once you select table insert table option. So insert table box will be opened. Here the name of the table you have to type. You can type for example, if you are collecting marks for your 10th standard quarterly, so 10th quarterly can be given here. And the next thing is column. So column, as I said, it is the vertical lines. Rows represents the horizontal lines. So you have to finalize by selecting this up arrow and down arrow, adjust the thing, or else you can manually type onto this box. Okay, so if you need split ups or headings, you can select from this with the border, so that your boxes will be displayed. If you are giving out from that, your boxes will not be displayed. Okay, finally I have to select the insert option. Next thing is auto fit option in the table menu. So auto fit, in sense it will be fit by itself. So you can fix these things can be manually set up. First thing is fixed column width. So you can set a precise width to be used by all columns. So precise follows. So whenever a column is being framed, you can say adjust the size. That is the thing, by clicking a table in the fixed column with scroll box and entering the values there. So the scroll box will be there, and then you have to select and you have to adjust the size. If you mention the size, whenever you create a table, the columns size, that is width, will be declared when once you enter. Okay, next thing is auto fit to content. So you can choose auto fit to contents, which enables word to widen column based on the content you insert in them. That is, words adjust the columns as you type within the cells. So sometimes a names may be smaller, sometimes the names may be larger one. For that, the words may be fit into your cells. That thing will be comes under auto fit to content. The next one is auto fit into windows. So here you can choose auto fit to window with adjust the width of every cell based on the width of screen of the individual viewing it. This based on the screen which is viewing it. So window represents the screen, so it will based on adjust according to the screen which we are viewing. For example, if you change your monitor, can be displayed in the 640 cross 480 or to 800 to 600, your cells will be widened. Okay, that is the thing. Next thing is simple operations in the table. Simple operations that can be followed under table. First thing is selecting a row. So when you want to select a row, you have to select your first row of your table. So anywhere you have to select the first row of the table, and then choose table option, table menu, select row from the menu. So once you give that option, your entire row will be selected. Next thing is adding images to a table. Once you want to add image to your table, you have to place the position where you want your image to be loaded. So next thing is click the clip art to select any image from there. So next thing is you have to add the clip art, that is the picture to be inserted there. Okay, the next thing is after selecting an image, you have to insert clip button. Click on the insert clip button to insert the image in that particular area. So first thing you have to do is, first you have to position your cursor point. Second one is you have to select the image from the clip arts or the location where your image is being stored. The third thing is you have to select the insert option. Okay, next thing is entering text into a table. How to enter text? The first thing is you can just right click onto that and select the text option, or else double click onto the cell and you can select the start entering your text. To move to the next cell, you can press tab or use the up arrow, down arrow navigation keys. Okay, next thing, so inserting rows and columns. Once a table is being framed, if you want to insert rows and columns in between, have to go to the table menu. Table menu, you have to select insert option. In the insert option, there will be followed by the table rows columns. You can select the rows and columns, number of rows and columns over there. Okay, so by selecting rows, you can s- says the count, and then number of rows will be inserted to the right or to the left or to the bottom. Okay, so rows will be added accordingly, sorry, above and below. So columns will be added to the left and the right. Next thing is inserting cells. So cell is the intersection of column and a row. So if you want to insert cells, have to go to the table insert option. So in the insert option, there is an option for cells. So you have to select the cells, and this form of window dialog box will be displayed. In it, you have to insert shift cells down, or insert entire row, or insert an entire column, what type of cells you need to present. All these things have to select and then click OK. Next thing is to delete rows and columns. Next to insert option, there is an option for delete under the table menu. So you have to select that and you have to select which one you want to delete, either a row or a column. Okay. So next thing is formatting text in the cell. Formatting text in cells without changing the content being typed in the cell, aligning, that is modifying its look, that is alignment, then frames, then the style of the letters, all these things can be adjusted. That is called out to be the formatting text in the cells. First you have to select, click on the cell which one we want to format, and then select, you have to select the content, that is the text being entered in the cell, and then click format option, and you can go directly into the font group and you can work accordingly. Okay. Next thing is format images in the cell. So you have to select the cell where you want to change the formatting of the image. So image formatting in sense adjusting the contrast, then all things, all those things, then cropping the picture, then inserting some mosaics, all these things. So you have to select the picture and then click on the format menu, and format picture option you have to select. Next thing is merging of the cells. So merging includes, what is meaning of merging in sense? Merging means combining. So you have to combine two cells. So that is comes under merging means combining two or more cells into a single cell. Okay. So for this you need to merge cells, rows, columns, etc. First the cells or the rows or which one, that is columns or rows, have to be selected, and then you have to click the table menu, and then merge cell option will be there. In the table menu will be given with the merge cell option. You have to select that. After selecting that, your cells, whatever the cells you have selected in the first, no, so in the first step you have selected, right, all those things will be merged once you give the merge cell option. Next, splitting of cells. Splitting refers cutting, that is dividing your particular cell into different numbers. So first thing is where you want to apply the split, that place you have to place your cursor, and you have to select the table option and then split cells option. So here you have a merge cells, right? So next to merge cells you have a split options also, split cells. You have to select that split cells. Once you select that, a dialog box like this will be displayed. You have to give number of columns and number of rows. So how many cells, the particular cell where your cursor is being placed will be splitted up into number of columns you are mentioning here and the number of rows you are mentioning here. So okay, then finally have to give okay, so that your selected cell will be split up into number of columns and rows you have mentioned. Okay, thank you.